Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video I will actually show you a React animation library called as Spring. So you can see on your screen this is a simple example of animating a simple div on mouse click. So if I click on this div will animate and it will actually scale, rotate and change color and also change the opacity as well. So you can see it is changing multiple properties as it moves. So it is also translating in the X and the Y direction. And as I click the box right here, you will see it is moving in this direction and it's changing multiple properties. So this is actually the animation framework. This is a command here to install this npmi @react dash spring slash web. So they also have their own official website. You can go to this website react dash spring. So it's an animation framework specifically built for React.js applications. So I will show you a very basic example. So once you install this module, just make a simple functional React.js component. And right here at the very top, we need to import this. So you'll say import. And from this module, we need to import the use Spring and the animated methods. So this will be coming from this React Spring Web. So in this way, you can import this at the very top by using the import statement. Now to initialize the animation inside your HTML, we will just be using this animated that we included. This is, we are simply using it and we need to animate a div. So we will simply say dot div. So it can animate any HTML element. So we are just taking a simple example of animating a simple div. And here we can give some properties to it. So the very first property it takes is on click. So when we click this div, we will initialize a function right here, which is handle click. So now here we need to define this function. And the second property it takes is basically you can give some styling to it, style attributes. It's an object, and here we can give it a width of 80, height of also 80. So it also shows off on the screen, and we can give it a background color. Let me give this color FF6D60. It's a hexadecimal color, and a border radius of 8. So if you refresh your browser, you will see this box appearing right here. It is not animating it. So now to animate this box, we need to initialize this Spring library. For doing this, we need to declare a state variable. So we will initialize Springs, comma API, and then we'll be using this hook that we imported from this React Spring animation framework, use Spring. So you just write use Spring, and then it takes a callback function. We can simply pass this function right as it is. And this actually takes the from and the to position. So when you initialize your animation, your box will be there, x coordinate will be 0, y coordinate will be 0, and here you just need to declare the properties that you want to animate. I want to animate the XY position. Then we also need to animate the opacity. So opacity will start from 0, scaling will also start from 0, and rotation will also start from 0. So all these properties will be animated: x coordinate, y coordinate, opacity, scaling, and rotation. So we're just initializing all these to 0. And now we need to initialize this springs in our HTML element. So right here, we can initialize dot 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 springs. So we are just initializing this animated property right here. And if you refresh now, you will not see the box because we have set this opacity to 0. Let me change this opacity to 0.3 so that we can see the box. And also we need to change the scale property as well, which is 0.2. So now the box is appearing, you can see, very small because we have set these properties: opacity 0.3, scaling to 0.2. So if I need to animate this now, what we need to do, we need to actually write this function handle click. So right in this function, we will use this API which is available to us in this hook. This is a function and it actually contains the start function, and this is a very important method in this framework. So here you need to specify the from and the to position. So this will move from x coordinate 0, y coordinate 0. So here you just need to paste all these coordinates here. Opacity will go from 0.3, scaling will go from 0.2, and rotation will go from 0. And now you need to specify the 2. So what is the ending part? After the animation, what the box should look like? It should move up to x should be 500, y should also be 500, opacity will change to 1, scaling will change to 5, and rotation, it should rotate to 45 degree. So this is the from, this is the to. So after the box is animated, it will move for x coordinate 500, y coordinate 500, opacity will change to 1, scaling will change to 5, and rotation will be 45 degree. So if you refresh your application now, if I click the button, you will see all these properties will change and you will see this animation appearing, and the box will now be scaled up to 5. So as I click this box, you will see it will scale, rotate, it will move into horizontal and y direction. So all these properties are changing. So in this way you can do this animation. You can even change the background color as well, I think, to red. We can even change, just specify the background. So it has changed to, sorry, this needs to be background, not background color. So the firstly, the color of the box is blue. As I click this animation, it changes to red. So you can change any property, any CSS valid property. So in this way, you can do this process very easily using this Spring framework inside React.js, specifically built for React.js application. You can do the animation, and you can read more about inside this website. They have a lot of good documentation which is there. I've just shown a very simple example, but it's a massive framework which can be used for animating purposes. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next one. And do check out my website as well, freemediatools.com, which contains thousands of tools regarding audio, video, and image. And I will be seeing you in the next video.